Hey Slow. Hope you are okay and well. Great, actually. And if not, either way, we're going to get into it today. We're going to figure out what you need to know, what's going on. Um, I am going to go ahead and pull a couple cards on what the energy is. What's the energy, please, for the collective? I think I'm going to do. I did pull a card or two before just to see like what energy I need to be pulling on. That's funny. I'm shuffling and it was the Queen of Pentacles and it's back Queen of Pentacles. I was kind of shuffling on what I should pull on. If I should do like per sign, if I should just do a collective reading. They kind of were saying collective, self-concept, self-image, self-worth is kind of the topic right now. It's kind of already what I'm picking up on. Somebody maybe questioned, my ear literally just started ringing. And my foot itching too. Like somebody just needing to like listen to their own signs, listen to their own intuition, like taking a lot of other people's guidance and listening to a lot of other people's opinions about things whenever they're trying to move and make moves in their life and move in their life. Do you get what I mean? So let's get into it. Thank you so much, Spirit. Ooh, yeah. Okay, let's just go ahead and, dang, I wasn't going to take them, but we're going to take them. Three of Swords, Hierophant, Moon, Star, Ten of Pentacles, Ace of Cups. These are how they kind of came out together in these little groups. I feel like a lot of y'all are almost repressing your true feelings about a certain situation or about how you feel about something. You know that at a certain point there's something that you're going to have to do regarding this Three of Swords, this disappointment, this maybe part of your life that you are still figuring out, maybe probably in terms of self-love, probably because of relationships. You might still be in a relationship or something. Maybe that's what needs to happen. This relationship or something is causing you to almost be insecure in a way. I'm not sure, but it's like you are having these gut feelings and having these notions, of where your life may go or what you can do. But you have to be, that's so weird. I almost said dictator, but you have to, like, someone almost feels like people dictate things for them or something. The non-PG version is like digmatized as well, letting that decide what's happening in your life. And like, we don't need to be there, honey. Okay, we don't need that. This is very much like you have to be the leader in your own life. You can't just like sit in the background and let people do things for you, make decisions for you. Just like allow, like almost putting your healing and your success and your happiness in other people's hands. Putting your healing, your success and your happiness, among other things, in other people's hands seems just like, wow, go ahead and put your whole life in there then, girl. Which is basically what you're doing. I do feel like there is somebody's feeling irritated, like their skin is feeling irritated, or maybe may have had like some breakouts, rash, something. That is a sign of your stress. That's also another sign of your body like rejecting something or someone. If these things happen during certain moments or have happened during, certain thoughts that come up, that's also another thing to know. A lot of times people are like, how do you know when, or how do you pick up on certain intuition, or start to listen to those real signs? Your body will tell you, your environment will tell you, you will instinctively know. You just have to really hone in on that part of yourself that is able to like decipher and discern where that's coming from and what to trust. I do think, I do think that this is definitely a turning point for you though. Let me get something, a moon card and a star card. It's weird. I almost want to connect these two. You already got three major cards out here. Hierophant, Moon, Star, meaning it's like, that's so funny. Making me take a deep breath. It's like, you need to breathe. Your anxiety, it's like almost like you can't breathe. You need to breathe. You need to take your time with things. You need to make sure that you're thorough. You need to really just be, I was going to say you need to be really, that's so funny. It came out in my hand upright, and as soon as I go to flip it, it flips in my hand. You need to be, you need to be almost like hyper vigilant about why you're still in this kind of Nine of Swords energy with the Death card trying to peek out too, and the High Priestess trying to peek out. While you're in this Nine of Swords energy, when you're the reason that is because you're right on the precipice of moving into the depths of your healing, and I feel like your healing is inevitably done, in the dark sometimes. You have to. I saw this thing today. It was kind of, what did it say? It was like, if you look around and sometimes you're like, okay, God, what's going on, or whatever you believe in, like what's happening, universe, whatever is happening, and you're not getting these signs. You feel like you're not seeing them. Sometimes, like what they say, teachers are quiet during the test, and that's so cheesy, but it's like really like, damn, they kind of hit home. Like you have to kind of sit in it and go through it to be tested, and sometimes it's like, damn, when am I? It's a testing season. Trust me, I know. It always feels like a testing season. Trust me, I know. But that's okay. That's what makes it stronger. And let me get something that is going to, in terms of the star card, Ten of Pentacles, what do we need to talk about here? Because I do feel like there is like a certain level of, I almost wanted to say misunderstanding, but at the same time dependence on you or something. Everything is fine card. Like a dependence on you for something. It's like needing to take, I'm just noting her, the one carrying the baby here, like needing to like take care of others before you take care of yourself or your wants or your needs. It's just like, depends on how you interpret the card, but sometimes this to me is like her like, oh, I want to, but I can't, I have some things I need to take care of, but as soon as I'm done, that's what that feels like with the star card, is like you have some things you need to take care of, but you are taking care of other people, or not like necessarily putting yourself in the driver's seat, putting and going on the errands that you need to run. It's like run your errands, do your things, check your things off your checklist, you write them down, but are you doing them? You need to do, but are you doing them? Let me get one more on this. Everything is fine. Ten of Pentacles. Yeah, Three of Pentacles. Letting someone else lead your life. So letting probably the other people around you. You may try to do these things sometimes, or feel like you need to. I heard dip your toe, or do whatever. But at the end of the day, it's still like you still look at these people as like the leader. Be your own leader. This is very much craft your own life. Create your own thing. Make that come to life. Take inspiration in life. Find joy in life. Find something that inspires you and motivates you to want to get your stuff together. Because this is like almost like letting people lead you because that's what your purpose is, or something. Like there's almost like a lack of motivation with this Ace of Cups as well. I might need something on how to gain motivation back. Ace of Cups, Three of Pentacles. How does the collective, in terms of this what we have out here, gain motivation and be able to just really tap into like, way in the water, way in the water, and then literally immediately after I heard rolling, rest in peace, Tina Turner, rest in peace, Tina Turner. Oh my god! But I heard rolling Tina, and we know, Tina ended up finding this love. Tina ended up finding these things, but as great as that is, she really had to go through some stuff. It's like being in the midst of like tumbling down that dark ass hill in the bag. Literally, is kind of what that's like. So, tumble down the damn hill, get down here, dust yourself off. It's giving Drew Barrymore, Charlie's Angels. Like, you thought I was dead? I bet you bitches thought you never seen me again. It's like rising from the dead. Probably with that death card trying to peep out earlier. Like, people thought counted you out for a lot of things. Counted you out for a lot of, look, counted you as a background player, not a main character in so many different ways in your life. In certain, just like maybe, I don't know if you have siblings, it feels like, or even just like, maybe you were heavily involved with sports, where like everyone was really, it's like people always like you were kind of underdog vibes is what I'm getting here. And so as much as that sucks to be an underdog, everyone kind of low-key roots for the underdog. So this is like, take that energy that and feel for other people that may be in certain situations such as yourself, because you do have like a good amount of empathy in you, and really take it and let it motivate you to your next level, because it does seem like this Two of Pentacles, look, Two of Pentacles, it's funny because Two of Pentacles is giving me like World card energy right now. What goes around comes back around. I thought I told you. Hey. What goes around comes back around. I thought I I told you. Hey. So your time will come. This is not anything that you need to continue to let stress you out on a daily basis, irritate you literally to your skin, down to your soul. Don't let these little bitty, maybe not little bitty things, but in the grand scheme of things, world card, these minuscule things that just happen along your journey, along your path, take you off path because you're like, damn, miss, you're chasing squirrels and shit. Like, just keep going, girl. Just keep going. Just keep going. Just keep swimming. Okay. So, yeah. Anything else? In turn, they just said roll with the punches, babe. I said what they need to do. They said roll with the punches, basically. Okay. So, anything else in terms of this world card, Two of Pentacles? I feel like y'all said it on that one. Oh my lords. Anything else collective needs to know in terms of like pulling themselves up? Because I feel like, if I say anything else, we'd be in a dead horse. Just it's almost. It's so funny because I got my hair done literally today, and I went to this person I haven't seen in a while. We were talking about it, and she was talking to me about some things, and we just really got into it. And the other ladies in the shop got into it as well, and they were like, "How do you be in that energy of like, the bills will be there, don't stress." Or stuff like that is kind of like big because you got to pay your bills, but you know what I mean, like not stressing about the things that you cannot control, and that's pretty much the topic of what we were talking about. And there's a lot of power in being able to almost know that. At the end of the day, like Spirit is going to take care of you. Like there's not going to be any type of like journey you need to take or literally like bridge something you need to leap cross over that you're not going to be supported. Like you do have spiritual support. You have support from like the higher ups, from people that in the world you don't even probably know. Eyes that are on you. People. Knight of Cups could be like I said, love. At some point. That are on you that eventually when it's ready and you're able to will come into fruition. It's still taking time right now. There's still a little bit that needs to come together, but I think that this is very much like a promising and just encouraging point in your life. You have crystals. I will say over here, that bring me back to this, there is, like I said, some stuff that you need to definitely come to terms with or admit or agree, something with an A, admit, agree, accept in terms of what's happening right now in your current life. Maybe it's just that it is what it is right now and that you can only do what you can only do. Maybe, like I said earlier, having to-do lists and stressing about them because you're like, I do this and I do that, and you're trying to do everything in one day. Just do what you can do today. You can go do these things with their clothes today. You're stressing about shit you can't even control. Like, do what you can do today. So that's what the lesson is from this. Yeah, crystals. So that could be something you can use to help like balance you, help get you back on track, or maybe draw out some of this energy that you're wanting to like escape from. It feels like just don't escape from it. Process it. And when you're ready, give it back to spirit, give it back to earth, give it to your crystals, cleanse your crystals, of course, keep your crystals cleansed, but this is for sure, give yourself time to process and be one with like nature and with the creations of earth, because crystals take time. I was talking about that today as well. Crystals take time, they are in earth and they grow and so we are our own crystals in essence. Anything else from this? They're done with this one. So that's what they're telling me to tell you. Draw out that energy, crystals. Anything else from this deck? Alright. You got Twin Flame trying to pop out. Yeah. That's probably what this is over here. And you can do it! Archangel Michael underlying energy, which is literally who I keep right here. You see him? You see? So you have support, like I said, from the higher realms. This, like I said, right now could be the twin flame journey you're on, and that's what's causing a lot of disruption in your life and why you're letting people lead. But you lead. Like I said, you be the leader. You choose what you want out of life. I'm gonna get maybe one or two from this oracle, and then we're gonna get a rainbow warrior card. Maybe a chakra card as well. I said I was good. I'm always like, I'm just gonna do one more, and then I'm like, Quartz. Okay, where are these two? They're trying to stick out to me. So you have divine flow and energetic clearing. I'm going to give some of that energy up. What did I say? Eventually, one sublime desire takes precedence over all others to follow the Tao, the divine flow, at all costs. You're like in a seed right now. Well, maybe you're more than a seed. You're like about to bloom, but before you can bloom and let others feed off of you and your knowledge and stuff as well, and be that, I feel like you're giving when you're depleted. You have to bloom first. You have to have enough energy to get to that point first. So follow the flow of things and don't force things. Don't let people force things out of you. It's not going with the flow. Energetic clearing. During crises, the Holy One herself may be emptying you of fear and attachments, preparing you to receive her luminous plan. It's kind of what we were talking about earlier, detaching from certain things, maybe detaching from expectations, detaching from fear, or even like toxic environments that are in your energy. We were talking about that today as well with these girls. Sorry, I'm just thinking about it. We were talking about how your aura in general extends up to about 6 feet from you, And you could be in the car and the person next to you, energy, y'all, and boom, the day. You know what I mean? It could be something as small as that. And that's what I was talking about earlier. Like, just roll with the punches. Don't let this little stuff, these little distractions get you off of your unfocused from your goal, basically. Okay, so we're going to do chakra card and then warrior rainbow. Warrior rainbow? Rainbow warrior. Alright, anything else? Please, Spirit. Let's get maybe the most important, maybe not most important. What chakra do collective need to work on right now? There we go. Woo! 7th chakra, crown chakra, spiritual awareness, okay? It says, when my mind sways negatively, I remind myself of love, truth, gratitude, and spirit. I am the observer of my thoughts, and I do not let them bring me down. I remind myself to have gratitude and acceptance for what is, and to have the courage of my convictions. Period. I continually pursue a clear understanding of spiritual truth behind all that is and all that is unfolding. I ask myself, is what I'm thinking the truth, and is it having a positive or negative impact on my life? So that's the real, that would say, think about things, think before you speak. Really think about that. Is this going to have a positive or negative impact on your life, your day, anything? Anything else, please? Any other? Okay, Shimene. It's so funny because it keeps being heart chakra that I'm seeing. Okay, but all right, your 3rd chakra, your solar plexus, oneness and unity. Okay, I accept the oneness of all life, and I know I am one with all others on this journey. I support them and let them support me. I am brave and not afraid to ask for assistance. I allow myself to empathize and sympathize with others, and I choose to see the love in all around me. I see everything as part of my own life, and I accept others for who they are. I find common ground with others rather than differences, as this brings harmony into my life and into theirs. Okay, what did I say earlier? Empathy. You do somehow still have some empathy. You can rid yourself of negative and harmful emotions and still recognize people when it arises in yourself, because they're never going to always be gone, but also still empathize with others that are maybe in that state whenever you are not, I think that that's also important. Being able to, what did we say? Go with the flow. The divine flow. Okay. All right, let's get one last card, please, Spirit. Thank you so much for this reading. Thank you so much for this reading. One last card, please, Spirit. One last card, please, Spirit. One last card, please, Spirit. Thank you so much. Ooh. Y'all know I'm a little disabled, so my hand is a little. Sometimes these big cards take me a second to get through. Let me split it and let them all. Alright, one last card, please, Spirit. Ooh. Just trying to hop. excuse me. Ooh, I'm definitely gonna need to get a glass of water after this. My throat just like hitched, you know what I mean? Like, number 41. Number 41, shadow. Literally seeing you listening to music, getting in tune with your shadow side of yourself, crying, looking in the mirror a lot, recognizing parts of yourself sometimes you don't recognize. I feel like that's very important. Even if you don't identify it or feel it sometimes, you have to recognize them because it is you, regardless of how you feel about it. You can change things about yourself in a sense, but who you are at your core is who you are. So you got to get in tune with you and your shadow because it ain't never going away. Okay? 41. Underworld, density, richness, foundation, void, dispersion, and unconscious. The shadow is what generates our thoughts, feelings, and choices in the times we lack self-awareness. It is our unconscious self, our spiritual imprints, in the place where all of our soul memories are stored. The shadow is our greatest source of power, and fear can be a mechanism that will bring you to full awareness of a given moment. So, like I said earlier, accept all of these things, even fear, as they come. Okay? Proceed boldly. Proceed boldly, okay? Get all the information about your current situation. Do not fear what will come to pass. Examine what is generating your fear and change it within yourself, thereby eliminating your fear altogether. Be present. Breathe through the adrenaline and know you are safe. Being able to see the entire situation allows for decisive movement and thorough follow-through. So this is, as much as when we were talking about this today too, I keep bringing it up, but like, toxic positivity, sometimes you have to be on the shadow side of things. Sometimes you have to see things from all perspectives to be able to make the best decision for yourself, to be able to really see, what is going to happen and how you're going to be able to process things. You never have full, complete, and 100% foresight, but, I think it's important, like it says, just don't fear what is going to come to pass in the future, because it's not to stress about that. It's maybe to prepare yourself for things or to teach yourself things and to, have discernment and be able to make decisive movement, but not necessarily to, try to dictate that. You still go with the flow, but you just are basically, able to take that information you've been given and move in a much, more decisive and I would just say like focused energy, focused energy. But yes, that is what I had. I had to get that energy out because my hands were itching. And yeah, I love you very much. Thank you so much for being here. Like I said, my name is Lo. I hope you are great. I thank you so much, Spirit, for this reading. I pray that whoever, collective-wise that has seen this, is able to process it and to recognize, and if it resonates, take it as it is. If it doesn't, then that's okay. It's not for you. Maybe the next message will be. Thank you so much, and I'll see you guys next time.